Hello, this is Stefani Capizzi again, and continuing on with our Becoming Extraordinary series, and this is part of the I Think Musicians Are Extraordinary, and today we are interviewing Steve Hodak, who lives in Merritt Island, Florida, and we're gonna get to know him a little better today. Steve, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for doing the interview with me.
No problem. Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah. Super. Okay, so we're going to start off with a few questions. Actually, we're going to do a few questions for the whole thing, and I'm also hoping Steve will maybe grace us with a song at the end.
Yay.
And he will. Sweet. All right, so our first question for Steve is, at what age did you know you wanted to be doing music, and what drew you to it?
Well, I started playing when I was like 13, and the first day I had a guitar, I wrote a song. It's just something that I was destined to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you mean professionally? No?
How old you were when you started it?
I was basically an artist in school. I just drew. So I always looked at the guitar and music as a vehicle to create. So I say 13. Knowing it was something that I wanted to do, I would say probably in my 20s and 30s. When I would draw in school, I was way too critical.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like a perfectionist. So I vowed not to do that with music. So I'm very casual with music. And as I stopped drawing so much and started doing music, I just kind of like went directly into having fun with it and using it as more of an emotional expression, but not being hypercritical.
Yeah.
Not comparing myself to other people.
Yeah.
And that made things a lot easier as opposed to being like a 9-year-old kid trying to create this Da Vinci or Michelangelo, which you're not in any way equipped to do. So,
Right.
but at a young age, I knew this was something that I wanted to do because I just enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. Wow. And I've certainly heard you sometimes now, several times, and I love that comes through because you can feel when you are doing a song, people can feel you, and I think that
Thank you.
probably your decision to not worry so much about it being perfect or technical, and you allow yourself to come through in your songs.
I think that's my only advantage because I'm not the greatest guitar player or the greatest singer, but I am definitely into it 100% and genuine.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that trumps everything.
I believe that myself. Really, I'm a believer in that. Some maybe not so, but if it's not about what you're making people feel, then I'm not sure. Just for me anyway, what it's about.
For me too.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. That's great. So you were an artist from a really young age, and music sort of blossomed out of another
FedEx
avenue for creating. FedEx.
Yes. And also a way of healing.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So I think any time that we get into the emotionality of things, we have the opportunity to kind of heal a little bit, at least in the way that we're letting things out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as opposed to holding it in, you know?
Yeah.
Sorrow and tragedy and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
true. Yeah.
I've noticed that you're the same way with your songs and your playing. You know, a lot of my creativity comes from pain.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of yours does as well. And I think it's fucking beautiful that we can take pain and at least make beautiful sounds with it.
Yes, I do too. And thanks for sharing that.
Well,
it's so true. I mean,
and there's a true healing in that.
There is.
At least, again, that you're like purging and identifying. This hurts me badly, and this is what I think of it, and this is what I make of it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
It is cool. And it is also a superpower in a way, because it, for ourselves, and what it brings to other people that are listening and can relate to that, which is a lot probably why always, at least once when I'm listening to you do some songs, I cry.
I noticed that.
I
and
cry.
I appreciate that very much.
Oh my God. Yeah, I do. He makes me cry.
Well, they're sad songs.
Yeah. Yeah, they're sad. They're powerful.
But to let yourself go to it also is a superpower, because it's easy to. A lot of people don't want to go there, and that's okay. But I do.
Yeah.
I live there.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah, it's you.
So I'm definitely attracted to other like-minded individuals who also think the same way. As if we were engineers, we'd be talking about some kind of,
right.
You know.
Yes, exactly.
Well, you know, but we don't. It's okay.
Right. Right. No, we talk about this because that's what is our. Yeah. Exactly.
And feelings are everything.
Yeah.
Especially with music.
We're feeling beings. Yes, especially with music. That's what music brings and does, I feel. Brings and does. Hey. Well, I wonder. So Steve is a songwriter also, an amazing songwriter.
Thank you.
Like, yeah. And so I'm wondering, do you have a favorite song of yours from all of your songs? And if so, what makes it your favorite?
I really don't have a favorite. I have ones that I like more than others. But I really don't. I'm just excited about the whole process because I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. I don't know what song I'm going to get, but I am in a flow state right now. I've been for quite a while, and it took a while to get there.
Okay.
To which I don't really worry that I'm not. I have to create this masterpiece. I know that I'm going to write another song tomorrow or next week because I have this huge catalog of songs. So to me, that flow is more important than creating perfection. Staying true to that flow, and that flow comes from constantly flowing, constantly creating, constantly trying.
Yeah.
And probably like every other writer, 99% of what I write is not good. But I'm looking for that 1% to which I feel something, and then I have to finish it.
Okay.
It's like putting together this puzzle. I don't like puzzles. I'm not a puzzle person.
No.
But I love when I get a line or a feeling, and then now it's like it's a puzzle. I have to figure out, what is this? What gift is this for me? What, and it's like a combination of that flow, but also the craft, which comes from years of, I used to get books from the library, and I'd go over and over songs, sit there, which helped me with structure and stuff like that. But the craft of it is just as fascinating to me as the flow, because now you're like, you at least know what you don't like. You're like, no, that's crappy, that's crappy, that's crappy. But when you feel something, or you get something, or you write something and you cry yourself, you're like, okay, now we're getting there.
Right.
Yeah, I know this happened with you.
That happens. I've had some songs that I've cried for weeks while making it and singing it, and it's just supposed to be that way, I guess. It
is for me. And like I say, I think we're the same in that way.
Yeah.
Everybody writes differently. That's what's fascinating about doing open mics, and what's fascinating about creative people is, with the open mic and the guitar and the singing and stuff like that, we're all kind of basically doing the same thing, but we all come from it from so many different points of view. That's what's fascinating and cool about these interviews, is you're finding out how everyone is kind of wired.
Right.
It's all the same thing. It's fingers on the strings, voice, but so many different ways of coming from things.
Right, exactly.
And I definitely feel that kinship with you with the pain thing. For some people, they just write from joy.
Right.
And that's good for them.
Right. It's good for them. And I try to a little bit find some No, lately I have found more places of joy to be able to write from, and that's
Good.
new and awesome. But yes, I hear what you're saying, and that's amazing. Darn, you said something in there that I was thinking about. So when you feel like you're in the what you described as the flow, it's something that is staying with you for a long period of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm there.
You're there. Yeah, that's what you had said.
It's
So I
taken
was
years
curious to get there.
Yes.
What do you think brought you there, or do you have any thoughts on that? You weren't before, and then you became.
I think it is that craft of just doing, like they say, do something for 10,000 hours, and you're good at it. So I'm good at this, and I don't mean I'm writing hit songs. I just mean I'm good at doing what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without thinking too much about it or planning too much about it.
Yeah.
Like when you are playing and you find a chord, or you didn't really say, like an engineering person will go, okay, that's an F major seventh, we should go to the D sharp. I mean, I don't even think that way, and you probably don't either.
Right. No, not really.
To which I've gone to the place where I just kind of trust my gut, and I trust my ears, and I trust my fingers, because my fingers have gone over these patterns for so long.
Mm.
And that's what's kind of fascinating. That's why I try. I like open tunings. I like different things because I tend to follow the same patterns. So if I do an open tuning, I can't do that.
Right.
I'm like, what? So
brings a different thing to the table, sort of.
It has to.
Yeah.
You have to find it now. You have to find it. And what's really cool is I remember starting with open tunings and not being able to fucking even find a chord.
Mm-hmm.
And now, not only can I find things, but I can write songs in them.
Mm.
So that's growth. That's that flow that I'm talking about, that more mastery of what I'm doing, what I'm meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that feels really cool, because basically you're just kind of trusting how it feels and how it sounds, as opposed to thinking, because I don't know every note on the fretboard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Well, some people do, and that's cool.
Yes.
But I'm not that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where if you interview someone else, they would tell you could definitely, these are the, they just think that way.
Right.
These are the three chords that I can choose. Okay.
Right, exactly. It's true.
There's kind of a joy in that finding it.
Yeah.
You're like, yes.
Yeah, right. And it shows up. Yeah.
And it's a spiritual thing too.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
To which I don't know.
Yeah. You don't know, like, what's coming. You don't know.
I just think there's certain gifts that we have, like you just said, gifts. Mm-hmm. And I think this is one of mine that I've developed. Mm-hmm. And I think that it comes from a place that I don't know. I am a Christian, and I do believe in God. Mm-hmm. And I would say that it would come from there, but I wouldn't want to preach or to try to get anybody to feel a certain way or to be a certain way.
Yeah.
With me, I choose to believe that that is where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really kind of cool and beautiful.
Very.
To be one of those people.
Right.
Because there's so many people that can play, blessed by that. Because there's so many people that can play and sing better than me. But no one writes my songs. No one writes your songs.
Yep, exactly.
And that's really what the last year I've really been concentrating on.
Yeah.
I did the band thing that was so much fun. Mm-hmm. And now I really got this mental attitude, because for years I had to make money. So I did the cover song thing, cheesy cover songs, which there's no problem with. I'm good at that too. But I had to have the money. Now with the open mics, I don't have to have the money. So I don't really want to play gigs unless it's me playing my own stuff. Mm-hmm. And that is a whole mental shift of being lucky enough and working hard enough to not then needing to do it and doing it on my terms, even if that is not doing it at all.
Right.
Not having to do it, because the downside of this is taking something so fucking beautiful as a gift and putting it to the lowest common denominator, which enrages me sometimes. In other words, you have all these beautiful songs. And you've spent a lifetime singing them and developing the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yet going into a nightclub with a bunch of drunks to entertain them and to be viable as a person that needs the money and makes the money, now you're going to the brown-eyed girl, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But that is tough. It's like both sides of the coin. It's like the best and the worst of it.
Right.
But on the other end, playing the cover songs gets you better at playing in front of people.
Right.
It establishes yourself as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
You learn what you do or you don't want to do. I did a solo for 30 years, so I am good at getting attention.
Yeah.
I will scream, I will get your attention, because I have been in a room full of people and not listened to. Mm-hmm. And it's a long fucking 4 hours.
It is a long night. I can attest to that.
And I did not have a accompaniment. Like you did that thing with Michael. That was kind of cool, because at least you could look at each other and say, oh my God, this sucks, or this is great.
Right. You're in it with somebody at least. I know.
You're there by yourself.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And everyone that has done that has stories.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a brotherhood and a sisterhood of fucked upness of being playing in front of people and having this horrible, like, oh my God, this horrible experience.
Right. And nobody's listening and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But along the same lines, though, on the other side of that, when I was doing that, I do not practice for 4 hours. Mm. So even if you're just playing and people aren't listening, you are forced.
4 hour practice.
You are forced to get better at what you do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I feel very confident in performing, because I did it for a long, long time by myself.
Yeah.
And I like that, because I think that people who are in bands all their lives struggle with that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like a ham. I think we've all got that ham part of us.
You are.
Or at least that part that wants to get heard.
Right. Yeah.
And how do we get that? Some people, they're shy. Some people, they use their looks. Some people, they use their talent. Some people scream. Some people, it's weird. Like I say, I love watching that in different people.
So many different, people and places it comes from and why they're doing it that way. And there's an unlimited amount of things we don't understand, but I find it fascinating also to observe the room and observe the person and what they're doing and who they might be as a person, which I love to spend a moment or two talking with someone afterward if I can and I'm still there, whoever the musician is, because
interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting. It also comes from a place of wanting them to know they were heard. Sometimes, I like to go up and say, I really enjoyed your set tonight.
Which is very nice.
It is, but I think it's important and it makes a difference. It makes a teeny difference for someone to hear that. I know it does for me when someone
makes a huge difference.
That. Yeah, huge. Sometimes it's why I might go do it again another day, because somebody heard it in the past. Probably today too, I suppose. That's cool. Okay. This is number 3. Ready? If you could be any kind of fruit, what would you be?
That's a great question. My gut says grapes.
Grapes.
Grapes are sweet. There's a lot of them. A little tough on the outside, a little sweet exterior, but grapes. Lots of pieces. Lots of parts.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't know, but I love that everyone I've interviewed has a different fruit.
Has anybody said grapes?
No.
Okay.
So far, everyone has said something different. I've not thought through the question for myself. I don't know what I would have to be. I'd like to be. I'll have to think about that. Why one would have to think seriously about what they want to be a fruit? Meaning, like, why would I have to ponder it? I don't know. Everybody I've asked, usually they're just like that. Just like you. You went right to grapes. Not like, what would I be?
5 minutes later.
Put a lot of thought into it. I'm glad you don't have to.
Well, you just go with your gut, right?
Right. It's a really good thing to do and to go with, and to be able to just go with your gut. I think that takes a lot of trust in yourself, and to not worry about it so much. What was it? So I am wondering, do you, wait a sec. Can't read my, yes I can. The next question actually was about if you have a songwriting process, but you talked a lot about that already, and so I think that was great stuff you shared. I appreciated learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about Steve today.
I love making it easy. I love starting the song to which you feel it, and then having in my music room or on your table or whatever, there's the pad there, and it has the words. And then on your phone or whatever recorder you have, it's there. So whenever you feel anything, you can easily get to it. You don't got to find the pad or find the pen. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
That's a good point.
So I've learned to do that because sometimes, you're in a weird position and you get something, you're in the car and
Yeah.
writing it on a McDonald's paper bag.
Right. Do you end up doing that sometimes too?
Yes.
Yes. Too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about what we do.
And then you come back to the pad.
Because everything is a song to us.
Right. I know.
That's why
All the time.
love talking with other songwriters, because of like-minded individuals. It's just, you feel this kinship or the brotherhood, where if you were to talk to a person that doesn't write songs about that, they would go, okay, that's cool. But I know you feel it, you get it, because you do it.
Right.
You live it.
Yes, exactly.
And this is something that we live.
It is something that we live. It's something that we are.
Whether we're the most famous or the least, if you are writing songs all the time, your mind is working that way.
Right. Right. And
You're searching. You're like, you hear something, or that. As I get older and things get more limited, is exciting to be able to create.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. It is. And I don't think what do you think we're born this way?
It's a great question. Yes. Spiritually.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of cool.
It's really cool. And I feel very blessed by it and grateful for it.
The shame is when you meet somebody that is that way, but they've never trusted or developed or had the time, or life situations. They had to work a 60-hour week.
Right.
That's why I love the open mics. There are a lot of people are older, but they're in a time in their life that they can do. That's why I always encourage Tom to write. And they write good.
Yeah. Right.
They just never were in that mindset. There was always too much to do.
Right. Too much to do, and the mindset of perhaps whatever they've learned so far in their lives that didn't feel the whole good enough, or I could ever do that, or even listen to any creative side of themselves for whatever messaging they may have received that was not even in their radar, or in their radar but never felt that they could do it or expose it. There's probably a lot of closet songwriters, I'm sure. Tons.
Most definitely.
Yeah, tons, I'm sure. Oh.
Once you identify yourself as that, everything changes.
Changes everything.
Yeah. Because you're now, okay, this is my identity. This is what I do.
Right, exactly. Look at that helicopter.
They found you.
Over.
They finally found you.
They found me here at Steve Hodak's house. Dang it. Oh,
The ropes are dropping and people are dropping from the fucking helicopter with machine guns.
Dodging into the house. No. I'm not.
Stefani.
Stefani Capizzi.
Capizzi.
I know you're on the porch. Oh my gosh. Hey Steve, do you feel like you would like to take a break or keep going right on this part? We have a few more questions.
Keep going.
Okay.
We're going. We just dodged the
We just dodged
the bullet, so we're in a good.
Right. We should carry on with our
Feeling lucky before time runs out.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll come back to this, I guess. Hey, do you have a mentor or an artist that you feel like most influenced you, or more than one if you had at all?
Not really.
No?
No. I was just kind of been myself. I've definitely, when I was young, I liked Dan Fogelberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it was when I first started writing that was popular, so I really love the sounds of the acoustics and the words. I'm a word guy. Many people aren't. I am.
Yeah.
I was very influenced by, I really love Prince.
Yeah.
I love the, just the thought that someone could be that talented and that incredible at songwriting and performing and producing.
Yeah.
And playing all the instruments and the energy.
Yeah.
But aside of that, just other singer-songwriters, you know, but no one in particular.
Okay.
I just kind of went my own way.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
Figuring it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the artist in me.
Yeah. What kind of art did you do when you were younger? And do you still do that?
I draw, like sketch for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But all I did in school was draw. I got straight Fs. I was that weird artist kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I would try everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I would fail in art class because I didn't do the assignment and things like that. So,
okay. Yeah.
Rebel
Not
without
really
a
a real
cause.
follower, right? Right. Without a cause. Just wanted to draw and sketch and do whatever else you were doing. Not school, apparently. Right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird, but many people go their own way, and I think at this point in the game, I'm glad that I did, because now I do what I love with the people that I love, and it's really rewarded me, as opposed to I'm happy with it. But I mean, I don't have this huge mansion or this bunch of money in the bank, so maybe I would be happy with that. I don't know. It's just the way that I went.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And you feel happy and fulfilled in your life.
I do. I do find there are certain people that are very good at their jobs, and they make a lot of money, and they will come to the open mic, and I'll take their picture. And what picture do they put on the Facebook?
What?
Them playing guitar.
Okay.
So they've spent this life making all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yet at the end,
right,
they desire to be what I am.
Isn't that an interesting way to see it?
It is.
Yeah.
And they want that so bad now.
Right.
But time has, there's not a lot of time. So encourage and hopefully, but.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And I think it's just amazing what you're doing, which I'm sure a lot of people tell you all the time that you're doing with these open mics. I've never come across anything like it. And you encourage every single person, no matter who it is.
It's just common sense. It's because if you know how important it is to you, and I do, then you know how important it is to every single person, beginner, professional. We want that validation. We're all hams. We all want to get heard. We all, and that's just so easy to do.
Right. You've created a space for it. That doesn't.
To just be honest, I like that. I like you. I like listening to you. And if you continue to do it, you'll get better.
Right.
And they do.
Yeah, exactly.
And you fucking put a camera on somebody and take their fucking picture, they're going to rise up or they're going to fall. And if they fall, then it's not for them.
Right.
Because this is not an easy thing to do.
Right. Right. And it's not.
We stand in front of people. We play, we sing, we're judged.
Right.
And you're either strong or you're not. And if you're not strong, then it's cool. It's not for you. There's a strength in this.
Yeah.
Because it is so exasperating sometimes.
This is true.
But anything is. Pro golfer, name it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
If it's you, you're going to transcend. You're going to get through it. You're going to go through the pain. You're going to be it.
Right. Right.
And I'm simply making it easier by doing the things that, how do I put it? I am what I needed the most.
Mm.
I didn't have it, but I am it.
Yeah.
So therefore the circle is complete. Now I'm on the other side of it, but I can become. Makes me emotional. I can become what I needed.
You can become what you needed. What you needed all along. Yeah. Yeah. So true. You got that one. Look at these.
We got birds.
Down. Oh, they're beautiful. I wish you guys could see.
We got
it.
butterflies. Well, they're not here right now.
Oh my
Robins
God.
come up there.
Yeah.
And Melanie did all this. She does this beautiful.
Yeah. Oh.
She's really into gardening, but it's a pretty peaceful place to come out here.
Yes.
When the weather is nice and the animals are coming and just kind of get your heads right.
Hmm.
You know?
Right. And the feeling on this porch is really nice too.
It is nice.
It is.
Of course, it's not 90,000 fucking degrees.
Right now. It is right. I don't live here in the summer. I don't know that heat really. Not really.
It's a perfect day.
I've been here, but yeah, it is. It's a very nice and cool-ish.
It's warming up.
It's supposed to be 70 and very sunny is all I saw.
Winter in
Which is kind
Florida.
of perfect to me.
The ultimate.
So, do you? It doesn't sound like, I don't know if you have, or would you answer the question, do you have any process you use before you get on stage? In your,
No.
No. Yeah. Had a feeling. Not certainly now at this time in your life, or for a long time, perhaps.
Sometimes I would pray in the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Well, that's something.
But now I love being at the age that I really don't care. And I mean, I don't care about the negative part of it. I care about the positive part of it. I got what I got, and I'm going to give you everything, and that's all I have to give. And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where before I would overthink, and you know, it's a process.
Right.
It's taken years to get here.
there.
How about you?
Yeah, to get there.
It's a
Not
weird
sure
thing.
that I'm exactly where you are yet, but so much of it shifted for me at some point, which came around the time of like reflecting this. I'm this old. This not like saying I'm too old to care anymore, but there came a point where it's like life is too short and things like it's around that feeling. Life is
Agreed.
too short to not do what I love to be doing and to be worrying about things that I don't need to worry about. We choose, the things we get caught up in worrying about things, which is all about fear and what other people think. And, am I going to look professional? And even not in the realm of music, it's kind of the realm of everything. I think people live so much off of the basis of fear, and which is so much about what I'm doing with this whole extraordinary platform, actually, really helping people understand or giving them the message that they are extraordinary. But a lot of people, I think, need to come to be able to find that out for themselves, that they matter and they really have incredible gifts to bring. If they're not hiding their light, which I think many of us do. And I did for a very, very long time. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Until these recent years. Yeah. So, but today it's really for me, if I'm performing if you're feeling something from my performance and I'm feeling something and I'm enjoying the experience and so are you, that's what it's all about. Doesn't mean I don't care that it doesn't come off well, because I do. But
of course.
I often am known for forgetting my words in the middle of the song. I don't say often, even my own songs. And I usually just roll my eyes, or I might ask if someone knows the next verse. But just carry on, because it's a real experience. It's not a canned, edited, thing. And so it's about humans and connections, and that's what, for me, it's all about.
Me too.
Yep. It's all about that. The older I get, the more like solid that is in me, being solid in myself, and that understanding, and that's what it's about. And I have only one more question for you.
Oh boy.
I do. Ready? I might have to read it so it comes out right. Although I always say, if you can have your fans remember you by one thing, what would it be? And I'm starting to think of not even using the word fans, because this was a music thing. I would say fans, but what about people? If you could have people remember one thing about Steve Hodak, what would it be?
It's a great question.
Thanks.
Wow. I think just that he was a caring songwriter. I'm throwing two things in there.
Well, you are, but those two go together pretty significantly. Yeah, they really do, I think, anyway. Okay, now we're at the section. We're gonna take a quick break.
All right.
Steve has said he would do a song for us, which is sort of exciting to me.
It's big.
All right, big. Here we go. I'll set you up already.
Will you hold the words?
Oh, the word. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
We're back. Yay. We're back with Steve Hodak, and he's going to do a song for us that he wrote called, what is this called?
The Beautiful Ghosts.
The Beautiful Ghosts. Wow. You ready?
See if I can remember.
Okay.
Daddy worked down at the factory. Came home every night to Mama and me. Supper on the table, clothes out on the line. 6-pack of beer and some whiskey after supper time. Such is the life of a simple man, making ends meet whenever he can, working overtime, drunk on Christmas Day. Till the angels came one morning and took my daddy away. He was a simple man, a broken window pane. He laid in the light, tried to keep out all the rain. He was an old road sign, he was a weathered fence post. To see him in my mind, he's such a beautiful ghost, haunted by the beautiful ghosts. Mama used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. She took a lot of pills and she had regrets. Her demons would never set her free. But when I played this guitar, she always listened to me. I remember her dancing when I was a kid. The smile on her face, I kept that memory hid in my special place, deep down inside. When the angels took her to, oh, how I cried. She was a tortured soul, a broken window pane. She laid in the light, tried to keep out all the rain. She was an old roadside weather fence post. Still see her in my mind. Such a beautiful ghost, haunted by the beautiful ghosts. Time comes stealing, I pray for healing, but this lonely seance never ends. It's how I'm coping. I'm always hoping that I see them once again. Almost through. Guess I'm a tortured man. Guess I'm a haunted man. A broken window pane. I lit in the light, trying to keep out all the rain. I'm an old road sign, I'm a weathered fence post. I see it in my mind, I'll make a beautiful ghost, haunted by beautiful, haunted by the beautiful haunted by the beautiful. Almost got through it.
Wow, that was beautiful. Oh, you did get through it.
I did get through it.
Without crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did get through it. Oh. Well, thank you so much for playing it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is cool.
And for doing this
You're a really good interviewer.
conversation. Really? Because I'm pretty amateur. I could probably stop saying that after today just because it's not helping anything.
5 in the can.
That's what it is. And thank you everyone for joining us and getting to know Steve Hodak with me today a little bit more. And we'll see you next time.
Who's next?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mystery. Yeah.
Mystery.
It's a mystery. See where we go next. All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.